Good morning. It's back. Yay. All right, just a recap. This, that, and that is all steel, and generally not expecting any problems. This guy here, this piece, is cast iron. Now, my welder said that he looked up the actual production of this cast iron, and theoretically we can weld on it without getting it too brittle. Anyway, he added this plate right here on top. He added this piece of metal here that wraps around. And then underneath here, he had another plate like this. On the steel part, he added this guy for this top one because this one broke. But the worries part is that when you heat this up, cast up, it is very particular about the way it cools down. So there's a very good chance that this guy here might just break and then I'm screwed. But the options that I had at this time was very slim. This, it's called a swing frame, is not anywhere on the planet. I even tried other countries, called it probably 100 places. Probably all the same people are looking for all the same thing, but that's not available. So my options were to basically scrap this thing and sell it for parts, or gamble on this repair. So this repair was expensive, and what I think I'm going to do, come to think of it, is get a good reading on the hours so I can see how many hours I get out of that last repair. Yep, according to that, there are 2,835 hours, 835 and a half. So if it breaks in a half an hour, that would be $10,000 an hour that repair cost me. Okay. I'm hoping I get more than an hour or two out of it. But right now, I need to put this back. And that's probably going to take me a while. I also have a guy coming from the local ready mix place to come up the driveway and see if he can actually get a concrete truck up here, up our current driveway. And if he says no, I'm going to walk him over here and see if he can see a possible driveway there that would work for him. It's kind of a big deal. If we can get mixed concrete up here, is actually a pretty big deal. All right, so let's fast forward this business. A lot of video of this, so if it does break, the guy that fixed it can see if I've been abusing it or not. Well, the book was actually very precise about where those hoses get clamped, so they don't pull on each other and stuff like that. But luckily there was kind of like a dark area where they were before, and I just stuck them back right where they were. Okay, next thing, I'm going to put the big bucket on and try to scoop some scoops into the guy that bought this potting soil trailer. Yeah, luckily the pressure is really low, but this is the only air compressor I have. I was using it for my airbags on the back of my truck, but I got a feeling I might have to do a lot of charging to get all 4 of these tires up. Well, that was the concrete guy that just left, and he said he can get his truck up here. That is amazing. All right, I'm just gonna do some scraping. Deer. There's still 4 of them. They're getting very comfortable around here, which is good. Oh, this is hurting my brain. Not easy to do this with an excavator, I think, but this is just the, the flat area, which can be manipulated after the RV port is up. Hopefully tomorrow things will look clearer. Just take the high spots out. I gotta fill in this low spot. And that's it. Just keep moving forward. Alright, see you tomorrow, probably.